What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher
Hello.
here. We're back with the Pound and Slash Marvel Media Podcast.
Boom. You found it too.
Boom.
That's
Slash
it.
Pound special guest.
Yeah.
We never asked if you wanted like a nickname.
The old man.
Medium D.
BMD, that's what we're gonna go with.
Middle D.
No. First of
Wow,
all,
where's that movie gonna go?
little D. I was just saying, little.
Look, I wasn't gonna go with Little D because that's a dickhead thing to do, right?
Even though my last name was Little, and the first initial and everything.
Is your last name actually Little?
Yeah.
My last name was Little?
Little. Yeah.
Yes, here we go.
Little D
I
it is.
saw it on your forklift. I said, oh, that's Little.
Yes,
That's
Little
what's up.
D.
D Little D Little D.
There we go.
Nah. That's up to you if you want your actual name out there.
That's fine.
Okay, Damien.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got one of my favorite names in the world. It's like an anime character. So,
Exactly.
super excited. This is our review of
Yes.
Spider-Man Far From Home. We
Woo!
just got done eating after the movie.
Yes.
We've had time to talk about it a little bit.
And spoil it for people out in the audience.
Oh yes.
And as always, there will be spoilers.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're here, as a quick non-spoiler review, it was good. Go see the movie.
Yeah, that's it.
So from
Yes.
here on out,
That's it.
I have to admit that too.
The hype is real. Go watch it.
the hype is almost accurate.
Yeah.
Almost accurate.
Here we go.
No, look, the movie has its faults. Okay.
This is.
I feel like we need to watch it again.
But it's
just
a-
to clean out some of the things.
So here's the
Right.
thing. Here's the thing. Just being honest, I feel like a lot of the excitement people are showing and a lot of the hype is for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
There's things that happen in this movie that make you go, dude, this is so great. It's so cool that they finally got a chance to do something like this. But I feel like in terms of just an overall structure of a movie, again, it's sound. It's not bad. It's fucking fantastic. I just don't feel it reached the level of hype that everyone else did.
Right.
It was close. Again, fantastic fucking movie.
Now, I say, like I said before, is it Avengers Endgame Infinity War? No, but it's still better.
It's close. It's close.
Still, it might be a better
Okay,
Spider-Man movie.
so look at that. Look how y'all compare it. The end game itself. The end game itself was literally the 7 top heroes that got introduced into the Marvel cinema. They did their job and everything else. We talking about an individual person. We talking about Spider-Man and his story, and yet
Yes.
he brought the other ones into it.
Yes and no. Where, if you think about it, Endgame, Infinity War, those movies are a culmination of, what was it, 15 years
15
of
years.
Marvel
Yes.
at the time?
Right.
This is kind of 25 years of
25
Spider-Man.
years of Spider-Man.
So we can go with that part. Now you said with the nostalgic moment, yes.
The nostalgia's real.
Now,
Damn
okay,
real.
Okay, let's talk about how they really do it. So you have our Spider-Man, our hero right now, who's going through this right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the first Spider-Man that got introduced is the second one.
Was my favorite.
Is your boy.
And then my favorite
My boy.
came out
And
Tobey
came last.
Maguire.
And
I'm
yes,
fine
came
with
last.
that. I'm
It's like
totally fine
you
with that.
literally went,
They went youngest to oldest.
yes.
Youngest to oldest.
Or you could actually go the greatest, save him for last.
Right, that's what I said.
Here's the thing.
The greatest, you save it for last. That's
I
exactly
will
what I'm
never
saying.
argue with people's opinions on what they think is the greatest.
Yeah.
Right,
I
that's-
never will. Opinions are opinions.
Right.
Again, in terms of pure Peter Parkerness, I will always have Tobey Maguire's number one.
Yeah,
I think he
would
played
give you- I would
the
give you
best
that.
Peter Parker.
No, I give you that. Like you said, they both, all three of them bring to the table.
I think Andrew is the best, just pure Spider-Man. His Peter Parker, not good.
No, he was
not really his fault though. Let's be real.
He was like a spider.
Let's be real.
Hey,
They should have never had him in fucking high school. He looks old enough to be in
He's
college.
too damn tall. And he's
But it's not even that,
that's
no.
all, but he's too
No, let's think about it. Realistically, Spider-Man got his part. I think we had the discussion. Was like his senior year going into college. You look at all his love for Gwen and then they were in college.
Right.
Like, they could have took that storyline and did so much more. So we had the first one from high school. Let's go to this one right here, and we go to the next one. They basically went backwards.
Right.
Right.
A little. By like a year. Because Far From Home, or no, Homecoming was sophomore year or junior?
And-
Junior.
And yeah,
Junior
in
year.
the Ultimate Universe, he was in high school.
Right.
Start his timeline right there. So we even gotta say Miles. Just to go for the Ultimate Universe, that's what it was. Now you want it to be relatable for the kids or the new generations reading it. That's what they was doing.
Right. And then Tom, in my opinion, is the best combination of the both.
Oh yeah.
He's really good as Spider-Man. He's really good as Peter Parker. He's got the awkwardness, but he's also got the joking side that Spider-Man has.
Right. And
That was
but then we
that
saw
was-
that he gets serious too.
that was always my complaint with the original Spider-Man. I just forgot his name, even though I said like
Toby.
Toby. Thank you.
I got you.
That was always my complaint with Tobey's Spider-Man. He didn't joke around as much.
No.
He was a very serious fighter, and I'm like, that's not Spider-Man.
Well, again, like you said.
But I didn't dislike him. It's just...
No, right.
No, like you said, each one brought something different to the table.
Right.
And maybe they had an idea this was going to happen, but you're right. When it came to this nice young man doing his Spider-Man, the last one, they showed the combination of what Spider-Man was. It's a humanity. You can relate to this character. We can relate to certain parts of the first and second one, but this one right here, you relate it all the way around.
Yeah, he's full circle.
Even with the anger part. Like, I hear what y'all saying to me, and I heard the last words in my aunt. I want to just go ahead and just break every bone in the body, and one of them had to come stop. They looked at each other, but
because Tom got serious like that. I thought he could never really get to that serious.
Garfield would not have been the one to stop him though, because remember Garfield took the same path. That's what he talked about.
Same path. Because Tom's going to smack him inside of the damn glass. He was pretty much Spider-Man 1.
He had the strength. Look me in my eyes. I'm telling you, it's something. He literally was giving them that advice. It's something out there more than him.
And we know he's the only one that's going to be strong enough to match Tom. I mean, think of it like this. He stopped a fucking subway from flying up. What the fuck did Andrew stop?
Right.
A lizard.
Right. He
definitely didn't stop the. He definitely didn't stop the death of his girlfriend.
Damn. Clap. That's so bad.
But he saved one girlfriend though, even though he had like a crying moment.
He did. He had a moment. I wish I would have did it nice and style, so I grabbed it, did a flip, and dropped it down.
Because the glider got Tom.
But I love that was also, if you think about it, him being the more violent one makes sense.
Right.
Because he's the one person that didn't actually get to save the person he loves at the end of it all. And that's going to push him over the edge and be like, nah, fuck
real.
Well, technically, like you said, it's a double edge. Because Uncle Ben right in front of him, and you got betrayed by your best friend who took your love out at the same time. And like, you're right.
He hates everybody.
In that movie, you show true life experience. When you lose someone, the hell with everything else. I want the world to burn.
Well, he said he never hold back his punches.
Not no more. But that was
he's like, no, he is that Spider-Man.
Okay, that's the only thing that gets me when I watch all these Spider-Man movies. It's nothing protecting your face. How you eating these punches? And this man is strong as hell.
Right, because now he's really showing you.
He hit Electro. He's punching the actual.
Because I still think he was holding back. I still think he was holding back them punches, man.
But again, when Aunt May died, when you actually fight for your life, you don't need to hold back. You fight for your life.
Because I still think he's just trying to.
Yes and no.
Help people.
Okay,
I still think he's trying to help people.
He didn't need to hold back. But he did, because he still had what Aunt May had said ringing in his ears, plus he met up with the Spider-Man. And they even said, if you remember in the scene when they were all working in the lab together, he even said, and we still got to save...
We still got to save people. Like, that's why he's still going to hold back some punches, some blows. Not to knock you out, but not to kill you.
But also said, too, when he captured him, all that went out the window. I
understand
what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I want to kill you myself.
No, I'm just saying, in terms of the overall fight, he's still pulling his punches until Green Goblin gets re-involved.
He said, I wanted to be the one to kill you myself. I said, well, damn. All right, here we go.
And again, like I said, Green Goblin, even from the first movie, had that great observation to push buttons. Know how to push you where you need to be at. Because I want you to lose yourself. I want you to be.
And that's why I like the Green Goblin character in Spider-Man 1.
Even in this one, in all the movies.
Oh, in this one, yeah.
He literally got all them riled up.
Right.
We are gods. Nothing is wrong with you. Take what you want. Jamie Foxx kept saying over and over again, look at this city.
Right.
Same
as like the condo. He said, yeah, the condo. No, I'm talking about the city. Like, all that power.
It's like so much different. I can take over. Now he's not that wet. He wasn't efficient.
See, this is the thing that I was even sitting there laughing about in my head, though, right? Because he was. So Electro's like, I can, the energy is different here and this and that. And I'm like, look, this is literally not the world you want to try and take over. There are like 15 other fucking superheroes out here that aren't in y'all's universes that are going to come fuck you up as a group. Like, in my mind, I'm like, look, if you try to fuck with this city, you're going to have, and don't get me wrong, some of them are dumb, like Ant-Man you'll probably, kind of wipe the floor with.
You still got
Captain Marvel, which even if y'all don't like her, she is completely overpowered in the MCU.
Unfortunately.
You've got Doctor Strange, you've got Wanda Maximoff, who just came off of some bullshit.
Yeah, you still got Thor. You
still got Thor, the Guardians.
There's really a whole bunch of people.
Hawkeye can do it without no earpiece.
But that is really what it is, too. So again,
I wanted to talk about that too. I loved Jamie Foxx's Electro in this.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx was
They
tough.
took everything that was legit bad about his Electro in the
And
original.
fixed it.
Because here's the thing, I still liked that Electro.
I mean, they showed
I
like
didn't
3
really
seconds
have
before he turned back to
much of a problem with it.
Right.
Other than the fact I wish they wouldn't have taken the Ultimate Universe's version of Electro, because I'm just not a fan of that version of Electro. But they took that, threw it out the fucking window,
And
gave
brought it
him
back to the
an almost vulture-like attitude,
Right.
like I'm gonna come here and fucking kill people.
well, I like the joke. Like I said, even the little small humor. He said, "So we're not going to talk about it." And I'm standing here butt naked.
Right.
He said, "Dog,
And,
no,
and
we
Sherry's
all-
like, well, I will. We'll talk about it. I'm cool with
like,
it.
I see that. And the kind of scheme. They made sure they had yellow some kind of way to identify to the old costume itself.
And you'll rarely ever hear me say this about any movie this dude is in. I actually feel like Willem Dafoe got outacted in this movie.
Yes.
I love Willem Dafoe. There's not one movie I've seen him in where I haven't been like, he's the star of this fucking movie.
Nope, because everybody.
Because he's
played their
he's
role
a
well.
great fucking actor.
Right.
But dude,
he has some moments.
his version of Goblin,
It's still crazy.
it's cool, but it doesn't fit.
It
It
doesn't
felt
fit.
out of place.
For me, I thought.
Well, again, like
I thought it fits him perfectly, actually.
Well,
No. It fits him.
Right.
It fits the Sam Raimi universe.
Oh, enough fit the MCU.
Not
That's
the
what,
MCU.
It
That's
doesn't
what he's
fit
saying.
the MCU.
Okay.
I'm
That's why
thankful
took
he
him-
broke his fucking mask and went with the actual hood.
yes, that one was great too.
Even though he still had the darkness in him, like that didn't even help you.
But they said the darkness took over. I love how is laid dormant and he's talking shit.
Bro,
I watch you in his weak eyes. I watch who you are.
Bro, he
And
got a
literally
philosophical
took
on your ass, bitch.
He really did.
That's why Foxx was great. He said, "You want the world to know, like, no, they're still gonna hate you." I'm like, "Damn, bro, so deep, bro. Damn."
I feel like some of the characters got outshined too. Like the lizard got outshined.
Who cares about the lizard?
That was
Honestly, let's be real. Jamie Foxx was the lead here in terms of villainy.
He was like,
Jamie was just like,
because he said, once
Doc
you step
Ock
up-
would have been,
yeah.
but they took his villainy away from him
Right,
halfway
and
through the
and
movie.
then he even said, "I like you so much better."
Yeah, I got confused too, especially he tossed him out the window. I thought he was gonna get fried too. Same way that he already fixed it, and yet it's for some reason it took the shock
Right.
and still continued allowing him to be that character.
Right.
Jamie was just point, dude. And
He was.
Jesus.
I actually kind of want this Electro back.
I want that out of all of them. I want him back. Yeah, I want him because
He had the attitude.
Yeah.
He had the he had
whooping ass. And
he had the
damn.
attitude that actually
that's the part
matches up with the Vulture. It
Right.
matches up with
It matches
Mysterio,
it.
where the others really didn't.
Nope.
Well,
It fell out of place.
I
Like you
kind of
said.
do like how they had the pairs.
Well, and I also love too though that Sandman wasn't really in it either, because
No.
Sandman still just wants to see his kid.
Yes.
That's
And
his
I like
motivation,
that.
and I love that they kept
Okay.
that because that's how the
Because-
movie
I just
is
want to see my child.
But
Damn.
even in the comics, he actually became a hero.
for a little bit.
Okay.
He walked the
Yeah,
line.
but again, same way. Everybody has that moment. Like, but in this movie, that was the premise of all that he was. I robbed this store. I did these things
Right.
for my child. He, like you said, I want to go home. Even when he said about the box, he didn't want it for himself. I want you to hit the box. I can go home to my child.
Right, because he didn't die. He went. I mean, he took off. He didn't even die. He took off.
So only thing, like I said, that's the best part. The best part to me was they all spoke about how they died.
Right. He said, "I kicked ass." And
Now, Rob,
damn.
did you pay attention to the actual titles? I was tapping you on. It's like you're amazing.
Yeah, he said, "I want you to say you're amazing."
Kept giving everybody the actual
Yeah,
respective
respect. Yeah,
titles.
I caught that. Yeah, I caught that too. Yeah, he's like, "You're amazing." He said, "No." He's
So
like,
you're
"Yeah, I
the
feel
amazing,
like
you're
you're
the amazing
amazing, bro."
Spider-Man. You got spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, spectacular.
I think they should have, like-
Spider-Man.
The other one they should have came around and been like, "You're all purpose. You're all purpose, Spider-Man."
Right, you're on purpose.
That's rocked out, man.
And eventually, you'll be the superior one when I die. No, that was
And I like how Jamie Foxx drew him. You in the hood.
right.
You giving stuff away. I thought you was black.
I thought you was.
I was like,
And he even said, and I
I'm
told him
sorry,
next
man. I'm sorry, man. He was like, okay.
Right. And then he said, "Why don't we got a black Spider-Man?" I said, "Don't worry, we'll get there. Don't worry, it is. Don't worry, it'll eventually get
No,
this."
I had to
Maybe.
give you props, Rob. I thought I had to choke you because you really was quiet. And
No, I didn't cry.
No, I thought you were gonna be like hollering, had to knock him out or something like. But you were really behaving.
Well, no,
I
told you,
I
like,
felt
you
so
better.
weird. By the way, I actually got clap started at one scene. I don't remember which one it was, but I was the first one in the fucking theater to clap, and it was one of those.
I love it.
Nobody else clapping, and then everybody else started clapping.
Was it when your boyfriend showed up, Garfield came in?
No.
No.
He did one of these hey, Spider Chat. There he
That
is.
was Chad. He was in the alley. And he had the mask. I was like, okay, so which Spider-Man this is going to be?
I knew it wasn't
So,
Tommy.
we were like, yo, bro,
Yeah.
this is not our Spider-Man,
Yeah,
bro.
I figured it was going to be the scene, like when they gave the suit up. Like that one alley scene that they have in everyone.
Always.
Like,
Even the comics.
Waves and everything else.
Yes, but I don't think they were in their universes. Because they'd even brought up later on, because Peter said he had been walking around.
That's what I said. He said it the whole time. So how long was he there?
So that's what I'm curious. I'm wondering how long they were there
Like,
to get pulled from wherever they were.
Well, I think was you in the back? Yeah, he was back when he hit that astro form, and that's when he really tapped into the spider sense because it was everywhere.
No,
then he went back into,
I wasn't there for most of the Doctor Strange
fight because he hit him in that astro.
I got
form,
back
so
as soon as they went into the astral or the.
Well, that's the mirror. That's
dimension.
the mirror form. When he knocked him out of his astral body, he was like, "Oh," he said, "Am I dying?" And he's like, "Oh, it's like his spice is like amplified."
What think about? Okay, so point you came to was talking about there was in the universe. Because the first thing Garfield said was, "I'm not in my universe." He spoke about the actual theory the whole time,
right?
Because, like you said,
multiverse,
he wasn't there, and like you said, Toby literally said, "I've been looking for your friend." So again, the first time he actually touched down, when he actually shows his face on the cameras and stuff like that. So how long would you give that this was happening?
Right, I'm wondering. I think. Well, no, because I don't think the movie takes a full week.
So that's what I'm saying. So how long do you think this event was happening?
Probably about as. I'd say this is probably like a 3 to 4 day movie.
Okay.
So he got there the second day.
Probably got there like the second day.
They're doing a Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. We're like, I was here for a day. Got here for a week.
But think about it. Peter's already given, but the damage and the actual death and everything really started showing. Because think about it. He had the day he got there, going to high school. Mm-hmm. Just think about it, how that whole thing played out.
So were they all? This is kind of crazy. Were they all on in our universe already?
Well, in the MCU.
They all are in our MCU.
Yeah, when they
just different times, just different days and times. Or?
No, when they came through the portal.
No, when they came to the portal, that's when they were in our.
They
MCU.
were already.
I thought like they were already when he.
No. They were. They were already there. The portals that were opened up were just opening up to other parts within the MCU dimension.
Okay.
It's just Garfield was out wandering some weird fucking alley, probably trying to figure out where the fuck he was.
Right, where the fuck were you, bro? Like, he just looking at he was so, nonchalant with it, too. He's like, oh, hello, I'm just gonna...
And Toby, on the other hand,
he just steps in.
Had already been there and was already realizing he was not in the same spot.
Right.
And Toby had the clarity to go get some clothes and walk around as undercover.
He said he looked like a youth minister. He said, I always got my shit, bro. What you mean, Spider Chad? He always got my shit.
Okay, so let's talk about exactly what everybody else talked about. How all three of these Spider-Mans, and only one of them had the ability to make their weapon. Other two.
The other two were like, it just comes, he went like, you don't got it. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, because it just comes out. It just comes out. They always had to make their shit because they couldn't.
But that was the premise. That's literally what it was. The original Spider-Man. Let's make it different. What it is. That's when the intelligence got shown.
Persephone, leave him alone.
Please leave the cat alone.
Get back.
Oh god.
No,
I'm watching you, but I'm watching both of you actually. Keep going with your point. I was listening, but I'm watching you listening to you.
Like I said, that's the only thing I didn't like about Spider-Man in the Marvel universe.
Right.
That you did not show his intelligence. You did not show what he was capable of doing. Unlike the other two universes.
Right. Like when he's trying to fight Electro, he had to make electrical fucking.
Because Tony, they showed that Tony was the one who helped him make certain things.
I think it was anti-electric web fluid.
Yeah, anti-electric.
You don't want to feed him electricity.
Right.
So again, Garfield made a good point. Garfield did his thing. Especially...
They all had really good points.
They each had their humanity because they relate to the characters.
And in all honesty, they all have their own purpose. They all have... And that's the thing. I understand why a lot of people didn't like Amazing Spider-Man. I actually loved it. I didn't like it any more than the original trilogy. Let's all be real. Well, I'm going to be real for me.
I'm going to say for you.
Spider-Man 3 is the worst Spider-Man movie.
I found Spider-Man 3. I didn't say it was the greatest, but that black suit, I was all for that shit.
So you like the black suit, not what it made him do and everything else.
Oh no, when he went crazy and go nuts, yeah, I love that shit too.
I felt like it wasn't made him go nuts.
Okay,
so speaking about the black suit,
here's my problem. The black suit in the comics does not make Peter become a pompous, cocky person. He becomes violent.
No, I'm not saying yeah.
And instead, they went with, we're gonna have him walk down the street and doing this stupid shit.
The dance is cringe.
And
but everything
hey,
else,
ladies, how you doing?
Him like when Eddie Brock took the story, he backed his ass into that boom, and he cracked that thing. Oh, he's ready to knock his.
Hand me the ashtray behind you.
He was ready to knock his fucking head off, bro. Like that is what I wanted. Like that was the bottom when he took his story. He went boom, and he made sure he felt that hit right there.
Okay, so let's take a look at this then. So let's go ahead and bring the black suit up.
Right.
We know it's coming.
And we speak about Venom.
And I swear I was saying that shit.
No, this is what I want you to pay attention to.
I got you.
So the whole time in Spider-Man 3, did you see Peter showing any illness that his body was breaking down at all?
No.
And it still was an alien substance, right? That had his body, right?
Right.
So why did they come up with that with Venom this time? Why did it show that the entity inside the body was actually deteriorating Eddie Brock, but you wasn't doing it in the movie, Spider-Man?
I have no clue, because the Venom suit's actually supposed to cure the human body of its issues.
Huh.
That's why Sony should stop making movies on their own.
Yeah, I told you, Amy Pascal did something right for once in her fucking life, Lord. She gave 5 years and all that shit.
But here's where I'm confused. So is Morbius in the MCU or not?
Yeah,
because we saw the preview today.
I told you, I'm thinking 50, bro.
which we've all known that Adrian Toomes shows up in it.
Right.
So
where is this?
He's going to be still part of, I call it the Foxx Marvel movie. Because if you look at the trailer, it literally said associate.
Yeah, it said associate. That's why, and they're making Craven too, which that's.
So again,
can I just get that? Like the one movie I wanted them to make is the one that I think they canceled, which was I was looking forward to the Black Cat fucking Silver Sable movie.
But okay, wait.
I just want to see chicks in leather. Okay.
But this is my thing. You want to see a movie of a?
Well,
I consider her not even a major character. She's only known for Spider-Man.
Talking about Black Cat?
Yes, that's it.
Silver Sable's more known to like other people though.
No. Here's why I say that. This is the main reason I wanted that movie as opposed to all the others. Mm-hmm. Craven, villain. Why are you giving me a movie with a villain as the head character?
Right.
Morbius,
villain. I don't care about.
Even if he doesn't want to be, he's a villain.
They're gonna do it like Venom.
Why are you gonna give me a villain movie? Venom, villain. Sony, stop turning villains into heroes. Bring in heroes that are in the Spider-Verse.
Right, you had all of these.
And then they are going to, and then they're like, no, we're not gonna do that one.
Right, we're done.
Well, okay, because again, at the end of the day, that means you had to take Spider-Man from the Marvel universe, which everybody loves, and bring over. Because again,
this movie
actually proves you guys take one.
Bring back Andrew Garfield. Because here's the thing, Toby doesn't want to come back.
Yeah, Toby. This is why he got stabbed.
That's why he got stabbed.
That's why he got stabbed. I'm like, motherfucker.
Andrew Garfield still wants to be Spider-Man.
That's because he wants to be Spider-Man after you talk shit.
That is also true. He did talk
about your movie, about how it was not.
He did a Jane Foster moment.
Was he wrong?
If Sony did not get hacked, he'd still be having the job.
Yep. Hey, he had to find out through hack emails. I'm losing my job. What the fuck?
Oh no, he didn't do that.
Oh
no,
shit.
They told him to his face.
They told him to his face. That's even worse.
Because the emails they saw of him actually talking crap.
Oh shit! So that's what they found.
We didn't make enough money. It wasn't getting produced the right way. You was talking on something that made you who you were.
Amazing Spider-Man. You were losing money because of dumb choices.
Yeah, dumb
choices. I don't know, a giant robot fucking rhino that makes no fucking sense.
He even said it in the movie. He said, "I fought a Russian rhino." Like, oh, okay.
Or actually, I'll tell you why they lost money. Is they were gearing way too much towards the Ultimate Universe,
right.
And the Ultimate Universe isn't popular enough to build movies off of. Like,
and some people don't. Well, technically, realistically, they are. All right.
Not without the other heroes involved.
I was going to say, because that is the Ultimate Universe is what y'all watching, what we're watching now.
Right.
Because this is how I break anybody's actual conversation. This is how you know you're in the Ultimate Universe. Nick Fury is black. In our universe, Nick Fury is white.
Yeah, he's black now. After Secret Wars, Nick Fury is one of the characters that actually got brought back over from the Ultimate Universe.
And yet, in the beginning of all of this, Nick Fury is white.
Right.
And
I mean, yeah.
Then they changed it around to
That's what it
actually
was in the
say
animated
how he
series.
became.
He was white.
It's technically supposed to be the son of the Nick Fury or something like that. They talk all kind of crap.
He's the son of General Fury.
Yeah, but again, all this comes into play. But they switched it around. They try to stretch it like this. Miles is the only one besides Nick Fury, the only ones who came over from this actual.
So I think the MCU, what they're actually doing though, is I think they're mixing the two universes together.
And that's fine. We can
And
push that.
which is cool because like the original Sam Raimi was mostly the original just basic Spider-Man universe minus the weird fucking natural webbing shit.
Right.
And then Amazing Spider-Man was trying to focus on more being like the Ultimate Universe,
Right.
which I really wish we'd have gotten a Green Goblin movie from that, but you know, whatever. Times are lost.
Right.
And now I think MCU's doing a good job of just combining everything into what they're going for. I mean, with some exceptions, because like some characters seem to be more like their original counterparts. I mean, like Chris Evans was definitely nowhere near Ultimate Cap, but he was definitely like the original Cap. He was that stand-up.
Yes.
I'm here to
Do
slap
everything
Adolf
right.
Hitler in the face as he's reading it.
But Iron Man, I feel, took more after the Ultimate Universe
Right.
than he did the original.
Well, think about it. You think
Comics.
Toby's Spider-Man came from the original Spider-Man, especially the wrestling. That's the only thing they took from it. Now, we're not going to talk about how he was an entertainer before he actually became a hero.
Right.
Right.
Because, again, when he was doing entertainment, he was out here making this money. That's why
Right.
Uncle Ben-
Remember that in the comics.
That's why Uncle
Just
Ben
like that.
got killed.
Right.
Because the dude was talking about, look, I'm looking out for myself.
I mean, he looked open door. Uncle Ben's gone. Like, oh, okay.
All right, so I did kind of want to bring up some other things about the movie. We've been talking a lot about the Spider-Man.
Man,
There's so much more to this
but
movie.
I mean, it all plays a part in everything that we're doing.
First off, big shout out to the 3 minutes Matt Murdock was in the movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, bro, I was gonna talk about that, and that catch.
Oh, that was
Somebody
like-
threw that brick through the window,
Oh,
and he
love
just
it.
caught. How did you do that? I'm a really
I'm
good
a really
lawyer.
good lawyer.
That was the best part. Like,
And they said they're gonna bring him do more other movies and other shit. Like,
Well,
they
that's
got
all
deal
I
with it.
bet the next time we see him is in She-Hulk.
Well, then they said he's gonna don his
As a
yellow
lawyer.
suit. They said he might don his yellow suit. Also.
She-Hulk's a lawyer.
yeah, I'm saying, but that's what
I'm not saying it'll just be him. I don't think it's going to be him. And like, I think they're going to have him around for about a year, just
So I
showing
think
up
so
as
why
a
would
lawyer.
you take that one specific character?
I think the first time you're going to see him suit up as Daredevil is going to be Armor Wars. And the reason I think he's going to be in Armor Wars is because I think he's going to be Happy's lawyer, because Happy's in the dire need of needing an actual lawyer.
Yeah, he said, "Well, I got a lawyer for." Cause you work with Stark, bro.
And
you in the Stark Industries.
I think Matt will be his lawyer.
I don't think so.
You don't think he will?
I feel like because Happy is only known for Iron Man. If this is real, if this is how it's gonna be. If you never watched Iron Man, you would never know who Happy is. Even growing up with the cartoons and stuff like, you never spoke about Happy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Harry Hogan. It's his actual name. His name is actually Harry.
yeah,
But
it's
still,
not
the fact
right.
of it is that character was not even really introduced until they did the movie. Like same way I feel about Jarvis. Jarvis was an actual butler. He was an actual real life person.
Well, yeah, we saw Agent
Well-
Carter. Yeah, he was a butler.
Yes, but at the same time, they're going to have to find something to do with Jon Favreau, because you cannot just leave him with him getting arrested and then never go back to
He
it.
wasn't arrested no more. He literally got out. He was standing right there at the end of the movie. His role is completely done. There's no need for him no more.
Yeah, possibly.
May's
You
not
know-
there no more. He's not there to protect Peter or watch out for Peter. What else you doing? You're not even helping Potts out or looking out for Stark's child. What is your role now?
Right,
Because Peter no longer exists to you.
right. It's Peter
Spider-Man
Parker.
exists, but
Peter
Peter
does
no
it.
longer exists. So your role as
Whatever you are, right?
no longer
Watch
there.
it.
So- I don't know. I guess there's just a part of me. I don't want to see Happy not be there. I like Happy as a character.
no,
I'm being honest.
That's a personal thing. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't feel like his story was closed. Yes, he was out of the thing, but we didn't see his trial. We don't even know what's going on with that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. Let's go ahead and play that back.
Although, I guess technically, if everyone, well, no, because he'd still have his legal issues because Spider-Man had nothing to do with his legal issues.
Yeah, he has legal issues. Because again, Peter was the problem. It's not Spider-Man. And okay, so out of all the Iron Man movies, okay, this is a big thing I always found really bad too.
But
Tony gave everybody opportunity to wear the suit or get some kind of power, stuff for Happy. And Happy been loyal to him the whole time. Cover up the holes,
that's
everything else.
That's how I know he's gonna need a
Rolly got a suit.
We don't know.
Even the wife got a suit. And you trying to tell me Happy couldn't get one?
Happy, at least so far in the comics, Happy doesn't want.
Happy was married to Potts. You realize that, right? They was married.
I did not, because we've not made it that far.
We haven't got that far
so
yet.
they actually,
probably will be
so
eventually.
that made it so funny when I watched the first time. Because Happy and Potts are a couple. Right. Now, this is the bad part, which I kind of glad they did, because Happy was abusive in the comics. So I kind of glad they didn't take that role and everything else. Yeah, they made Iron Man exactly what he is. Womanizer.
Yeah.
Only difference is he wasn't
he
wasn't an alcoholic.
Right.
You know what kind of like messed up a little bit too? Like they were supposed to have one of those Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Remember Elizabeth Hundreds or Hundreds? The one they played.
Yeah, it's fucking.
They fucking lied on that shit. I don't lie, but I guess.
Or
like,
Simmons. Jimmy Simmons.
We both. I remember.
They were saying she was supposed to be in the movie.
She was supposed to have a role that we never showed up. Like we were supposed to get Fitz. Or we're supposed to get Simmons from the MCU version, but they never showed her at all.
That's fine.
And that's fine.
I don't expect everyone
to really
pan
care.
out.
Yeah. Well, again, so isn't it nice like to see? Oh, there's. I mean, it would have been more nostalgia. Oh, like there she is. So.
Yeah, but then it was just a bit nostalgia for nostalgia's sake.
Right. Well, I mean, nostalgia for nostalgia's sake too.
I'm trying to think. There was a scene, and I don't remember what exactly was said.
We were talking about.
Yeah. There's a scene. There's a scene where Toby's talking to Tom about something, and I don't remember what it was. But he actually has a passing of the torch moment. That I thought was really cool. I think it said something along the lines of like, "It's your turn to step up and be the hero" or something like that. I think that was close to what he actually said. Which was.
I gotta rewatch that.
I do remember the conversation between him and Garfield, which was kind of good and inspiring too. Yes, you told us about this dark path that you're doing this, that, and the other. And as Garfield is admiring Peter and MJ's relationship, the closest and everything else, Toby turns to him and says, "You have to. I ain't got time for that. I'm doing Spider-Man stuff."
And he asked you got time? That's complicated.
He said, "What about you?" You said, "Yeah, we got." No, he said complicated. I have a situation. It's a situation because again. He probably taking the life that, yes, him and Mary J together, but they was having marital problems, going to counseling and everything else. But he's letting him know, even though as a hero, you can have a life too. Stop thinking you can't.
Right.
You lived in that darkness. You explained to her that you lost your love and everything, but don't stay there.
Because Tom was in a very dark past. I mean, as soon as Aunt May died, he was like, don't tell me that you don't know what I'm going through." They said, "Hey, hold up."
And they all did.
And we went right into it. I said, "What you mean, Tom? Don't do that, bro." But they all went through some shit.
So speaking of things that I didn't like about the movie, while we're here.
This is what we go through every time on this podcast. Here we go. Let's do this.
Dude, I hate that they killed off Aunt May. I literally felt no emotion towards it whatsoever. I didn't feel sad.
I knew it was going to happen. I knew when it was going to go.
I feel like it was one of those things that I figured was going to happen in this movie. I was hoping wasn't going to happen in this movie. Because it's just a dumb time to kill her off.
Okay, so I'm going to use a Nick Fury moment. They needed the push.
He had it.
No.
Tony died.
He still had everything else.
Yes and no. He still had Amy with him, and that was like
that's the foundation. He
still had a shoulder cry on.
I would have
had no shoulder cry on.
I would have much rather watched her forget who he was. I feel like that would have been way more fucked up for him.
Oh, man, that's some Harry Potter stuff.
I feel like that the kill was a mercy kill.
Right. Oh, he wanted a.
Because again, like he said, even
that glider when that's all she did.
Why Strange said it. He choked up a little bit. He said, "The people who love you." He literally said, "We, the people who love you," and he choked up, will forget who you are.
Right.
I'd rather go ahead and give her the mercy kill, and she had her last moments with her nephew. Everything, even her words.
Great power converse.
No, not even that.
Oh,
it's not my responsibility. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Don't look at it as a gift. You have a gift.
Right.
And at that moment, when she felt herself slipping.
Oh man, because I was like, did she got superpowers? Because she got hit by the glider. I was like, bro,
I know
that bomb
I'm not gonna lie, I know her back is gonna get broken.
I
know lay there, paralyzed.
I actually
I
thought
was like, oh shit.
she was getting the goblin death. I thought she was gonna get pierced and stuck to a fucking wall.
That would have been.
But see, I'm not only without Pierce, but she still got hit by that bitch, and then she got blown up. I said, damn, bro, if that.
She actually didn't get blown up. She's already laying on the ground.
Oh, okay, I was saying.
Peter took all of that
bomb.
And yes.
I said,
I like some of the parts of it because again, his healing factor didn't kick in as well either.
No.
You see the bruises and everything.
Right, he still got the bruises and shit. Like his eye got a little red and shit.
I didn't like that too much, but he was still young. He relied on the suit because he kept concentrating on the actual nanotechnology suit.
He always had that suit so much.
He had the suit the whole time. He got it ripped off. Doc Ock had it, and like you said, once he got back, he gave the suit back to the tech, go back to him. But he concentrated on the black and red, which I think was kind of great. Everybody had a signature suit. You got your Garfield.
And I love that he ended with the blue and red.
Yes.
That he fucking created.
That
by hand. It wasn't.
Stitched that.
That's,
you said it. He stitched that bitch up.
That's the thing I'm most excited about at this point moving forward. So we all know they've already announced at least a Spider-Man 4.
Yes,
We've also heard rumors going around that it's going to be another trilogy.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think we're going to get the first movie for another 3-4 years.
No. Yeah.
Because they've got way too many movies in the pipeline right
Fantastic
now.
Four. We got to get
That they've got to bring in. And Tom's already said publicly he wants to take a little bit of a break.
That's why he's doing Uncharted and all other shit.
So
right now.
I think it's going to be another 3 to 4 years before we actually get another Spider-Man movie. Because I think they're also going to play on this nobody knowing who the fuck he is.
Right.
He might make cameos here and there for stuff.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to love about this moving forward, because it is a fresh start for him.
Okay.
Right? Because one of my biggest complaints with him in the MCU was Tony Stark. I didn't like him getting the tech that he had that quick. Don't get me wrong, it definitely led to some funny fucking moments in Spider-Man movies. To this day, I laugh just as hard as I did the first time I watched it. When he goes into kill mode, when he's talking...
Oh, and his eyes get... He's like, oh, what?
When he's talking to the Prowler.
Right.
Or when he's on the bus.
Or when he's on the bus.
And the glasses, and they're about to blow the bus up.
Right.
And he does like some weird double wide no scope like a sniper and like start knocking stuff like those little bomb stuff to the ground.
So some of the tech stuff, don't get me wrong, is cool.
Right.
But I feel like with this Spider-Man, we missed the growing pains of him just realizing, like, becoming that hero.
Right.
Because some of the fun parts in the comics are when a suit's fucked up, him having to patchwork the sumbitch up
Oh, man,
to get back into the fight.
He's gonna patch that shit up. I can see it.
And so it's gonna be fun to see this fresh start where it's like all of a sudden, but then it also feels weird because it's like, so basically everything he's done has meant nothing.
Meant for nothing.
Other than our enjoyment because they're movies and they've been good.
Right. But see, he had a homemade suit in Homecoming that he had to put back on, but now it's like an upgraded version. Well, it's the suit from the 60s.
And again, it's actually the same way. The tech.
Because that's all I relied on was the tech.
For me, that was nostalgic for me, especially watching. Go ahead,
I'm hoping it was just the light, and his suit's not glittery. I don't know if you guys seen what I seen, but that shit looked like motherfucking Robert Pattinson came in and was like, "Here, let me rub off on your fucking suit a little bit."
Twilight listen.
Okay, so let's be realistic. And the cartoon series and comic book series and stuff like that, it probably was that kind of bright because of the material that he's probably using.
Right.
Now, histology, like for me, what I loved about it because it reminded me of the 1967 Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Amazing Friends. The shirt that I have on right now, that's what it was.
Do you know what's going to be a bummer? This is going to literally be my biggest complaint moving forward with his costume. The one thing the tech suit brought that he will no longer have, that you've seen in every comic, every TV show, are the expressive eyes. Without the tech, he's not going to have the expressive eyes.
I mean,
and it's going to suck.
His patchy one had expressive eyes, or the one he had when he was fighting against Vulture. Like when he had the regular clothing, he had a little
like the one he had in Civil War.
It is Civil War, but this one is just.
No, the one in Civil War was made by
Tony.
And he actually didn't have expressive eyes when he was fighting Vulture. He had the goggles on.
Oh, I thought those. Oh, I thought he had made it to where they. No,
because he was wearing his original suit. His original suit was goggles.
Right, goggles.
Because you remember, even Tony was like, "How do you see through these
right,
things?"
Right, he sees through this a little. Now he's gonna literally have no expression. So it's gonna just be.
Which is gonna be a bummer because that's been some of the fun is watching him be like again. The first time his fucking
kill mode.
The first time his secret identity is revealed,
oh,
and his eyes widen up. He's like, "What the?"
That was the best part. It's like it was realistic, and I love how he just jumped down, grabbed her,
and they kept grabbing her.
She was like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" That was the funny part too.
Or like if you remember his very first time in the MCU, Civil War.
Right.
When he's fighting when he's fighting against when he's fighting against Winter Soldier. And he grabs his arm, and his eyes get wide. He's like, "Dude, is that real metal?"
Oh my god, it's the best thing. But you're right.
But we're not gonna get that now.
Or you can take
at least for now.
He said, "Hey, everybody."
We don't know that. All we see was the body of the suit. We don't know what the face is and everything. Because again, this man is very intelligent. He probably could have done it himself.
Depends on how much he wants to separate himself from what he was.
Right. So no, the whole body could be all nanotech.
I mean, do not get me wrong. I hope. It's not going to be nanotech either because he stitched it with cloth.
He everything himself.
So.
Same with the webbing, same with everything that made the true Spider-Man. That's what I loved about it. It was the end of the era of
what it was.
All of them.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Still they're laughing like.
I'm laughing.
Thank you.
No.
Sorry, Bird's going crazy. No, again, it was a great movie. So as far as post-credit scenes go, the first post-credit scene sets up the symbiote being in the MCU.
Okay, so.
Because I feel sorry. I thought Eddie Brock was gonna stay in this bitch. I mean, I know he was gonna go back for. Damn, I thought he was gonna stay, bro.
Okay, so for me, my opinion is, we speak about that. He's asking about the Avengers.
Right, he said like an Iron Man.
That shows you right there that Venom is in part of MCU.
Well, he said the Venom there's like that crosses over, so they like.
No, but think about it. We watched about it, and they speak about the first Venom movie. You never heard them talk about that Venom. Never talk about New York.
No.
They stick to San Francisco. But he's having this interview, so let me get this straight.
Right.
You got a guy who was in the suit.
In an iron suit.
You don't want to have an interview with none of those people, but you want to have an interview with Spider-Man. Like, why Spider-Man? And then he disappears.
Right, he's like, "Oh no, I'm going to. What's happening?"
But why didn't not the Simeon go with him? Why did that little piece stay?
Right.
How did it come off?
Maybe a homing beacon, so he knows how to come back.
Or maybe the fact that he felt it was coming, something was happening, he jumped off.
And how you know he's going back to his universe? Look,
True.
he could go back to. He could be hopping to another universe altogether. No way how that going.
But think about it, like I said,
Like, we don't know where he went back to.
How Peter did in the first Avengers movie when they did the snap.
Right.
The Spider Sense kicked in. He knew something was wrong. So Simeon was actually an alien force, and he felt something was coming, nothing was right, and he teared the piece of himself off.
Something to leave behind.
And then he can go ahead and move on forward.
Right. Because Venom 3 is supposed to be Spider-Man versus Venom.
And I would tell you my opinion on that. It never had to say it had to be the Venom itself. It could just be Tom as Spider-Man and Tom as the Venom. It could be the actual conflict that way.
So could we actually see Venom, like, because or Tom Hardy was playing both characters. Could we actually see that Venom take over that Spider-Man?
Tom is not going to be in it. Tom Hardy, so far, I don't think he's going to be in it. They could be replacing him too. Again,
I don't think they're going to, because he had already said that he's excited to get working on Venom 3.
Then why did he disappear? That's my thing. They watch.
Right. What the?
Well, here we're not gonna know for a while.
No, we're not. That's what's gonna bug me.
Because the whole spell was for people who knew
Right.
who Peter Parker was.
To forget who he was.
To forget.
But everybody who disappeared in the yellow light went to their own dimension. So was Brock not his own dimension?
Right. Where the hell is he going?
That's my point. Where was he going?
Right, because he ain't going back to San Francisco. He could be going to San Francisco 29.9 out this bitch. Like, well, we're in a future place.
Well,
now.
that's what confused me about that. So I was always under the impression that when Venom when Venom and Eddie showed up in the post-credit scenes of Let There Be Carnage,
Right.
when the symbiote and Eddie show up
I thought he was stuck.
in the MCU. I hands down thought Venom brought him because Venom was like, I can take you through space and time to see other symbiotes, other people like myself. We're all connected. So I thought he had brought him to that time
So now it's like,
before Strange actually did the spell. So when he disappeared in the post-credit scene, I was confused because I was like, but wait, the spell wasn't what brought him. Apparently it was.
see, now
Which
it's
is
like,
disappointing to me.
right now he's a shit about the post-credit scene and let there be carnage now.
Right. So the first off, the post-credit scene was dumb, and Let There Be Carnage. And now all of a sudden you've left this thing open to where
What? And that's what I said. It's
what's gonna happen?
This is so stupid now. No, Let There Be Carnage should go to a fucking D now. Fuck, man.
No, I still think it's an okay movie.
Yeah, whatever. Now it irritates me because now I'm here. I'm thinking like, because everybody's saying Venom might be in this. I'm like, yeah, no shit. And I hit like 30 seconds and then going back to where the fucking came from.
That's my biggest problem too. I think he actually should have been involved in the
He
fight
should have been
somehow.
involved in this shit, man. What the hell, dude? Like, that's...
Even if it was like just watching, like I had been looking for Eddie Brock in the background of so many scenes. They're gonna be so cool just to watch him walk past. Even if he just walked past and looks.
That would be kind of cool because again, if you speak about the villains that Peter went against,
and died.
he is one of them.
Wouldn't that be interesting just to see that shit? Like,
I was also looking for Topher Grace's Venom to show up.
That would I would have been so mad.
that probably pissed you off. But
Tell me you wouldn't have loved to see
But you wouldn't have loved
both
to see that
versions of
shit.
Venom fight though. I'd fucking
and
enjoy
then
the
he
shit out of it.
kills
And
Topher Grace.
And he
That
actually
didn't
had
kill
the
him.
actual symbol on his chest.
Right, that's how he got the spider on his
That
chest.
would have been great too.
Right.
Would have been a fun thing. Now the other post-credit scene. Okay,
I
I love it and I hate it at the same time.
Really?
I don't like trailers as post-credit scene.
Oh yeah, it was full blown trailer.
That wasn't an actual post-credit scene. That was just a trailer.
Damn, that's crazy.
But it was fire.
Fire as fuck.
was a fire
Got me
fucking
ready
trailer.
for his Doctor
Especially
Strange.
Doctor Strange, the what if.
The What If Doctor Strange in
And
the
I told
trailer.
you, I said it. I said he gonna be coming in this bitch.
But think about it, when you see when you
Evil one
actually
is
see-
coming, bro.
when you see the actual creature,
And you see his whole
and he was drawing the tray, he just and just start cutting it down the middle, and then you see the girl and say, wait, what the? Wait.
However, do we know if this is actually legit the What If Doctor Strange, or if this is just
Another universe?
universe's version
Where he's still evil?
of a darker Doctor Strange? Because here's the thing: Dark Doctor Strange in the What If is not evil.
No, he just actually was.
He was trying to bring his woman back and fucked up, and he knows he fucked up. That's why he said he was going to sit there and make sure these people didn't break out of at the end of What If. These people weren't going to break out of this thing. I don't see necessarily a scenario of him all of a sudden be like, no, fuck this. I'm going to universe hop and fuck some people up. So I'm thinking
Can't
this,
escape either.
right? I'm thinking this is going to be a different Doctor Strange,
Okay.
but it's going to be an evil Doctor
Right.
Strange.
Well, he said the one person.
that's what it
is
felt
yourself.
like.
No, the question is himself. Now this is
Right, you're fighting yourself, bro. What the hell?
I think it's gonna be great. I just think
Now, don't get me wrong. If it does turn out to be the What If one, I'm all for it too.
Oh, yeah, I'm all for that shit too. Like, bro, that's the biggest prediction
I
I
just,
was ever had.
it just doesn't make sense.
Well, like I said, at the beginning of the
Storyline
like I
wise.
said, it just watch him going to get help from Wanda.
Right. And,
Yeah.
like I just
And
said, I'm sorry, what happened? I'm going to talk about Westview. I need your help.
And I love it too. And again, they could be setting us up because again, I don't trust trailers anymore. Now,
No,
but
yeah. No.
for the longest, they have been saying, not them, Marvel specifically, but everyone that are in the know on these movies have been saying she was going to be one of the villains
Right.
in Doctor Strange.
Along with Mordo and all them. Yeah.
But it actually looks like, by the way, I love Mordo's look.
Yeah, I was like,
Did you see the eyeball? That was the what the hell? That eyeball,
Shimagaroth.
Yeah. I was like, yo, there is the eyeball thing. The one everybody
I
saw.
like how he
Although-
changes imagery and everything else too.
I
Right.
don't think that's actually Shimagaroth.
Okay.
There's a whole nother race of tentacle monsters out there.
But he had an eyeball like in the. Oh, they had the eyeball in the front?
Shimagaroth has a mouth. The eyeball thing we've seen in What If and everything else does not.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, I'm talking about the trailer. Like, that trailer looks like Shimagaroth, like, what looks like imagery and all that shit that they were pointing out with what's the dude with the Screen Crush?
Ryan Airy.
Ryan Aries. Like, that looked just like Shimagaroth throwing cars and shit and buses and everything. I said, oh, they got him in here now. So it's literally a multiverse of madness for real.
Now here's the thing. I'm already excited for Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, can't wait for Madness.
And here's my problem with this trailer. No matter, even though it was super dope and super cool to see, it didn't make me any more excited. I've maintained my level of excitement, which is actually better than sometimes you see a trailer
neutral.
and then you're like, well, now I don't care.
Yeah, it's neutral. Yeah. So I'm still gonna see
I
that.
just want to see how the Doctor comes to play. Wanda.
Because Wanda's still trying to get her damn.
And
kid.
Mordo, baby, we're finally getting bad Mordo.
Yeah,
even
Mordo.
You see how he left the first one? He went and
Took that man's legs.
So again, let's see what he has been doing.
He just said, "I'm so sorry, I got to do this to you." I'm
And
like,
again, like I said, what was he doing?
I don't think he took his legs,
Now,
though.
now,
I
here's
think
my
he just
thing.
killed him.
Did he disappear? That could be a very good question. Did he disappear within the 5 years?
Oh,
Because
that might explain some
because
shit
if
that he
didn't-
flip out.
If he didn't, that means he grew in strength too, hair and everything else. So that's gonna even make it more better.
If he
Hold
didn't
on.
flip
No,
out,
we
that's
gotta
it.
go. We gotta go back to the movie now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait,
Yes.
Where's one? Wait. All right. Which
I do not like the Wong as Sorcerer Supreme. He's never been Sorcerer Supreme in
They
anything.
had to have a protector.
Because Doctor Strange was never here, he
that's
wasn't
the
here.
thing. They had to have a protector. That's what he
And he
was.
said it. I gotta protect the realm,
Which
You know,
is
he
fine.
said as he-
But
as
when
he
Doctor
went.
Strange comes back, you give him the title he fucking deserves because he was chosen by the last fucking
And maybe
Sorcerer
this next-
Supreme
how about this? Maybe this next
to be
one,
the
they
next
probably will-
one.
They probably will give him that Sorcerer Supreme because what
They
he's gonna
fucking
do-
better. I'm kicking Wong in his nuts.
That's why Wong
Yeah, you see this?
That's why Wong was getting
Free.
tortured.
What?
And they got the
But-
trailer.
Hey, Wong may
But
die. Hey, how about this?
this-
Wong may die in this. In
This,
Nah, he ain't.
I swear to God, Ralph is the most doomsday
swear to God,
motherfucker.
everybody not
He
gonna
wants
die.
everyone to die and everything.
I was almost right. I said somebody close to Spider-Man got died. Either Happy or fucking Aunt May. One of them two gotta go. So yes, I am a doomsday motherfucker because I knew that was gonna happen. Everybody, I'm hearing people crying in the theater. I'm like, y'all didn't see this shit coming? Nobody see this shit coming?
So-
Around your ass, shit.
This movie did clear up some questions, though.
Okay.
This movie did clear up some questions. Like, a prime question everyone had, including myself, is why the fuck is Wong illegally fighting and betting on himself? And it's because he's now responsible for maintaining money since he is Sorcerer Supreme. So he's out rigging fights with Abomination to make money.
Because he has no money. They have no
I told
money.
him, "Bro,
Man.
these practice. Let's be practice." I'm like, what the hell?
And then,
He
and then,
had an old Doctor Strange food in Infinity War.
and then something else that bothers me, and I'm blaming Marvel and their inability to give us trailers worth a damn.
Right.
Okay. Wong made it seem like he was 100% against
And now he's like,
in the trailer in the trailer against
did.
Strange doing the spell.
Say that.
But in this one, he's just kind of
get
like,
me out of it, bro. Whatever
I'm
you
not
do.
in this, and he just bounced.
And then Doctor Strange didn't even wink. He just looked
What?
at him and then cut.
They
Right
could have
there.
changed it. Like you said, the whole point of having the wink is because to go with that conversation. They no longer have the conversation.
I guess not.
Then
There's
they
no
need the
point.
wink. It didn't need the wink.
Right.
That's probably what the reshoots were.
Yeah, reshoots.
They were like, we need trailer reshoots
Right,
that
right.
aren't gonna matter.
But that would have been a lot more cool. He's like, don't cast this stuff if you know it's
Can-
bad. He said, whatever you do, do it.
Can somebody please tell me why? This is my next question I want answered, and hopefully they answer it in the Doctor Strange movie. Why is he still wearing the Eye of Agamotto when it has no power anymore?
Right.
That's
That's
second all reality of it.
And did it not get destroyed?
No, think about it. I want you to put that there. It was still part of the costume. They just made it for the MCU to put the time stone in it.
Right.
But it was already part of the design.
Right.
right.
So he's going to wear it anyway.
But it also has power in the comics that it doesn't have
Oh,
in
I
the
thought it was supposed to make
MCU.
it look flashy. Like maybe that's just
what
something
it's
flashy.
And let's be real, the Eye of Agamotto was never involved in time travel.
Right.
All it did was freeze people in place.
Right. The time zone just gave it the amp that it needed. Right.
They like you said, they made it pretty.
Right.
Right. That's it. Something for flashiness.
And can we get, dude, watching the Cape save Ned was fantastic.
Yeah.
Ned got to fly, dude.
Did you see Spider-Man with that cape though? I said, hey, there's the zombie Spider-Man. That's a callback.
I wasn't even thinking about
I saw that. I said, hey, he's Spider-Man with the cape.
I like the fact that he took the cape off and threw it at him like, I'm not going to be able to catch this man.
Right.
Get him. Go get him, man. He literally had it.
He said, thank you, Cape Sir. I'm like,
And the last thing that we didn't talk about, and we didn't talk about in depth movie-wise, was the ending of the movie. They had to complete the spell. in order to stop the stupid shit that was happening.
Yeah.
Right. 'cause
Although I
everyone-
kind of wish the stupid shit would have happened, not because I wanted them to like forget,
man.
remember,
You wanted to see the people.
but I wanted to see like Rhino pop in.
Oh my god!
And
It
that
would have
would
been all Spider-Man's villains.
real Rhino,
Right.
not
Not I am the Rhino though.
I saw the suit.
That suit
I
we
see
saw.
a lot of people. Actually,
Right.
and you really paid attention. You see the Kingpin in there too. Actually,
Right.
it was the King.
There was also a Scorpion. Now here's the thing though. It wasn't Scorpion, because Scorpion doesn't look like an actual Scorpion.
No.
I'm betting it was a Spider Slayer.
Damn, that's what I said. They could have let that one through.
They took every universe.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And had it. From the Spider-Man, the cartoon series 1995.
Right.
Everything that's part of that.
Right.
That would have been great. But again, that whole city would have been destroyed.
Oh, it'd have been so much fun watching that happen.
Oh my god, bro. It would have been a war. That would have been Spider-Man 4, 5, 6, 7, all. That would have been the trilogy.
Here's my next problem. Okay. So Doctor Strange openly admitted that the Time Stone was destroyed, which we knew. Okay. How is this universe still existing?
Well, technically, he didn't say it was destroyed. He said he no longer has it.
He no longer has it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's still around.
Think about it, because Steve took it back.
He put it
Right,
back.
Steve put him back in all the other
Yes,
universes.
so technically, he does have it. He probably just don't possess it.
So it could be.
But I thought Thanos destroyed him.
No. Remember, they got the gauntlet back. Remember, once they got the gauntlet back, they didn't destroy him.
And Steve went back.
Right.
They took everything back.
The stones are still here.
No.
The Infinity Stones are still here.
So here's the thing. The Infinity Stones that they went out and collected for Endgame had to go back to where they went.
Right.
I'm talking about the Infinity Stones that Thanos used in the original. I thought he destroyed them, because here's
Right,
my thing.
No, he did. No, he did. He said he got destroyed and everything else.
Because here's my question: these stones are supposed to keep balance in the universe. That was what it was explained
Right.
from
When Wong was
Sorceress
talking
Supreme
about, he said the Big Bang
when Hulk
happened.
went and talked to her.
So,
So, like, if they're gone, shit should be way crazier than it actually is now, and should be downward spiraling into non-existence.
So
But again, this is Marvel cinema,
Also true.
and they actually pick any kind of timeline, any kind of way they want. to
Where
do
Fan
it.
4 Stick is now canon.
Hell yeah, Fan 4 Stick is canon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fan 4 Stick is canon. Keep that shit.
So's Punisher Warzone, homie.
Yeah, well, fuck.
Um,
Talk about that. Talk about Fan 4 Stick.
No, again, it was a fantastic movie. It's not my favorite Marvel movie.
So would you rate it,
I'd give it a 9.
Ralph?
I get a 10.
You give it a 10.
You, what you get?
I give it a 9.5.
See? Because
again, like you said,
it's home.
it has some good moments. It also had the Aunt May.
Bro, the fact they killed Aunt May, I was like, that's a 10 all day.
Why?
Because I knew this was going to fucking happen.
No. Not saying it's going to happen. Why do you feel like that?
To push. It needed that push, man.
He did not.
It needed that push.
No, it did. Again,
Like, really, I was reading everything what Green Goblin was saying. It said, like, bro, we need, like, his...
and that was so you have MJ. That he could have used MJ as an example.
He could have.
I didn't like that part either.
What? MJ falling?
No.
No.
Him being a bitch and not talking to MJ the way he fucking should have.
Yeah.
Again, this is why
He should have.
I like Andrew Garfield so much. He liked Gwen and he chased her. When she would walk away, he fucking webbed her up and pulled her over. He was like, nah, I like you.
She said, oh my god.
Instead, you've got motherfucking the first Spider-Man spent the entire first movie like, oh, I really care about Mary Jane.
50-50,
Oh,
he don't know
but
what
I can't be with you because I have life. I'm a superhero. You'll be in danger. Fuck that.
See, this will be him at a comic. I'm like, hey, you Spider-Man.
I get that I get that the struggle's a part of his
Sometimes you
fucking
gotta
life.
Hey, you and I said, hey, he didn't get no ass either.
But if you're gonna make the struggle, if you're gonna make the struggle a part of his life, then he also needs to struggle with 15 other fucking women.
Right, because he has, even Silver Sable was something.
Not just
at
one.
Point.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go for Garfield, your boy. Compared to this new one,
Right.
you have a more mature.
Next.
Still kind of knew what he wanted, and yet when he had the opportunity came about and Mary J. found out who he was, like he said, my world became easier.
When you knew
Because
about
you knew who I was. He didn't have to do anything else. He had it. He literally had it. He
Right.
didn't have to do nothing else.
Right. Yeah. he
Now,
did
granted,
that.
at the end of it, we said, come find me, this, that, and the other. He's going to find her, but not at this moment.
Right.
I need you to go ahead and do your thing. I need my
That-
best friend to do his
And
thing.
he probably gonna have
Live
friends
their life. Look, he wants them to live their life. I will come back and get you. And college.
You know
What
what's
it's
gonna
supposed to be.
You know what's gonna happen?
Spider-Man 6 by the time.
Nah, Ned's gonna end up with her.
Yeah,
And he's gonna lose his fucking chance.
And he gonna go right. That's it. That's when you gonna meet Gwen Stacy.
Exactly, if you want to go there,
He gonna meet Gwen. That's
actually supposed to be with Gwen, like in the Ultimate Universe.
That's what I'm saying, man.
If you go for best friends, Harry dated Mary J before he did.
So
Yeah, but
Harry,
Harry's not
so
even
we might
in the
meet Harry Osborn.
That was he was
In college,
That's
yeah.
what it was. Because before all of this, it was Gwen and Peter,
Right.
Harry and Mary
Mary
J.
J.
All
I'm just saying.
He's gonna meet Gwen Stacy in college, man.
If at the end of the movie, when he's talking to her, I at least wanted a, hey, would you like to go out sometime?
He's not. I'll see you again. He's not.
I was ready for it. I thought he was gonna say,
said
"Hey, can I get your number?"
No, he literally said it again.
Because I don't care how awkward you were, you could tell she was into him.
He was
Right.
Again, he looked at her.
For like 30 seconds to a
This
minute.
moment is not it.
No,
He tried to go ahead and live your life
he
first.
looked at her because he was all about talking to her until
Right.
he seen the Band-Aid on her head.
And realized
And that was his
danger.
moment where he's like, I don't want to put you in danger.
Yes.
Right.
Bitch, put her in danger!
That's exactly what it was.
See,
That's exactly
Nick-
what
Nick
it
will
was.
put every
That's
woman-
what- but
every Spider-Man
again,
girl in
Because
danger,
before
bro.
she lost her mind, she straight up looked at him and be like, I want to do this. And now he's
Wait,
like, now
you don't wanna do
that
this
now
too,
that he
I
has a
guess.
chance to keep her out of it, he's like, he's taking the fuck that, dude.
So really, he kind of answered Andrew Garfield's situation too. He said, "I don't want to put you in danger." Gwen Stacy put herself in danger by Andrew Garfield's situation, but you know, whatever.
And she died. And I was happy she died. It was comic book accurate.
That's why Tom Holland is like, I don't want to put your ass in danger. I don't want to see your ass all cracked in the.
I lost too many people.
All right, I lost too many
Look.
people.
This ain't even Mary Jane. If she dies, she dies.
No way.
It's like fucking Rocky right now.
It's Michelle Jones.
If he dies in the ring,
Miss
he
Jones.
just dies.
Miss Jones got a yellow bird.
Yo, and can we also notice that they were all trying to go to MIT, that's where Ironheart is at?
Yeah, but Ironheart's also currently in Wakanda. I mean, she's in MIT, but
She's gonna be in Wakanda. I thought she was gonna be MIT first, but then go to Wakanda.
bruh.
No. Oh, I know she's in Wakanda forever. I'm saying, like, I thought
Let's go
like.
ahead and talk about the fact that you put MIT and Peter did not go to MIT.
That's because he didn't even graduate high school.
He didn't graduate, so
No,
technically.
we're talking about this one. But even in the comics, look at all the colleges he went to. He didn't go to MIT. He had the intelligence and everything, but he always talked about he was poor. He wanted to stay near.
Couldn't
Iron
afford
Man.
it.
He stayed near.
Shit,
Iron Man
he couldn't afford
the whole
it.
time. Now,
But now, Aunt May's dead. Why the fuck ain't he going to MIT?
my thing, because this is another, because he didn't have to even get the GED.
Right.
They don't know who Peter Parker is. You could actually make your own documents. We live in the age of technology. You smart.
So you can just change your name.
You could've
Hey, his
changed
name
his
is Ben Parker.
He's gonna change.
He'll
He's
be
gonna
Ben Parker.
change.
He'll be Ben Parker.
He's gonna change.
He'll be Ben Parker.
I'm calling it now.
Right.
He's gonna change his name to Miles Morales and piss everyone off.
Woo! That will be where I will burn this
He's gonna
shirt.
piss, and it's gonna be fucking old
I'm like,
girl
you know what?
Amy
Fuck
Pascal.
this
Be like,
shit.
this is how we can get Miles in,
I'm like,
bitch.
you know what? This
fucking
is where this will be
down
burned.
with
I
your-
will burn this
Yeah.
bitch right here. Be like, no, I'm causing a fire. Don't mind me. I'm gonna change your fucking name, huh? Okay, I'm gonna change my name.
Nah, I do hope they bring in Miles at some point. Though.
Right. Even Jay Foxx like, yo, there's gonna be a black Spider-Man. I said, don't worry, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. I promise you. Miles Morales will be showing up. Not right now.
I'm not worried about them, quote unquote, black, white, Mexican, what the fuck ever.
Right.
I just like Miles as a character.
Oh, no. Yeah,
and would love
no.
to see him actually come in.
He got that electricity and invisible shit,
Just
bro.
do it the right way. Just give him the props that needs to be done. Find the spider that Osborn made. 'Cause
Right.
again, if you're gonna do it, get the Osborn to do it. Like when they actually put the formula in his neck and he turns his back, it's like he got bigger. I thought he was gonna turn into like the demon, like the dragon.
Oh, shit. I thought, he was gonna be like that. Some monster looking
like,
goblin.
He's gonna be big. Like,
Bro, that would have been interesting
that
seeing
would've
that.
been great.
I seen that in the not anime series, but the Spider-Man that came out on Disney XD.
Okay, so this is another question too. Because Spider-Man has the straight. Why he getting his ass tagged up by the lizard?
He should never lose to a reptile. Not a reptile.
Come on, I want you.
Which one?
The lizard.
Either one, all three of them was getting their ass
Ass
handed
whooped
to
by
them.
the lizard.
Well, so here's the thing. Regardless of which villain it is, Spider-Man always struggles the first time he fights somebody.
What the hell?
Always.
Well, okay,
annoying.
well,
That's on my big. That's on my small.
Okay, I give you that. Garfield's not his first time.
Nope. Or Toby.
No, Garfield. It would have been Toby's first time.
It was Toby's first
Right,
time.
he never fought the lizard.
Yes,
But Garfield should have been able to.
But Garfield, and
Clear.
Garfield was literally talking.
He was
I
like,
like that shit.
Spider-Man
I like that
was
shit
talking
the
shit
whole
about
time. He
that.
said the whole time. I like that. You did see the difference between the three right there.
And that's why I like Andrew's Spider-Man so much. He
You
talks
like him 'cause
so
it's
much
Still be
shit.
clapping. He was talking. He was like, hey, come on,
Dude,
man.
Spider-Man does that in the comics, dude. He will talk shit until he dies.
And
Till the day he dies.
That's how they know it wasn't Spider-Man.
I've-
Said, so that's all.
I've watched him pounded so hard that he's bleeding out his fucking face, and he's about to go. And he'll still be like,
"Are you done?
You're hitting
Yeah,
like a
your mom's
bitch."
done. Like, what the fuck?
Wham.
Like, what?
I'm
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
Spider-Man. It's not your regular self. You ain't got no smart to say.
Right.
You ain't got no humor to say. Yeah,
A quick walk.
And he still ain't saying that.
Right.
That was one of the best. The best line because it came from the cartoon that you don't like, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, boom.
And then the fucking
go.
fighting and shit, and the scene
Yup.
was over.
That's it.
And you see
Yup.
Doc talking.
Doc talking.
He
Yeah.
said, "You ain't got no
You got no quote?
You
Hey,
ain't got nothing to say." And it's all
I'm about to watch that shit when I get home.
It was all
Hey, that's that
serious
shit.
I've never actually watched it.
Because you don't like that
At
shit.
least that far into it.
You don't like Spectacular
I know you see
Spider-Man.
me looking.
And I said this. I said the word. I said he's out. He ain't never
You
watched
never
it.
watch it. I ain't gonna say don't like it.
We will eventually when we pull it out the box.
He ain't gonna watch it now. It's on this.
No, dude, I don't go out of my way to watch things.
See, look at that shit.
Dude, do you not realize how much I do?
You can watch at least 2 episodes. 2.
No, because I got horror
Look,
movies
look,
to
look,
watch.
look, 2 episodes. You don't even have to watch the whole series. Just 2. Just 2.
I'll pick the two.
I got horror
I will
movies
pick
to
the
watch.
2. I'll pick one with his black suit. I pick one with his black suit and I get one with his regular one. Let's go.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
We'll get there.
come on,
You see
man.
No, we're good. Here's I legit I have way too much.
I know. Yeah,
Like
you don't watch
I'm
horror movies.
aside from the YouTube channel,
Uh-huh.
we're trying to start up a YouTube horror channel as well.
Which, yeah.
So all of my other actual free time is like we got the Marvel thing,
Uh-huh.
which we pull out of, and that's my other free time.
You should watch
Like
that
I
too.
legit
It's-
don't. It's why I don't watch anime anymore.
Right.
It's why I don't watch TV shows. I don't have the fucking time.
We're going to
Oh,
hold you down.
I definitely want.
That and my sweetie up there, the one that I love so much, loves crime shows.
You can pop in there while she goes to sleep.
No. First of all, Woman Loves Crime Show. Have you not noticed there's a lot of female killers out there? They
Sure.
made a whole show called Snap. For everybody
Now,
who
thankfully-
knows
I love
about
Snap.
that.
Snap is the shit.
Thankfully, I love crime shows too, but
Wait. You say you love Snap?
Snap is crazy.
No. You literally said that.
Yeah.
You loved it.
Snap is, yeah, I like Snap. Yeah.
Snapple's good. No, so
That was good.
are there any long-term predictions that you could think of from watching this movie for the Marvel universe?
Shit. I mean,
Oh, wait a minute.
Because that's my biggest
Wait.
problem. I don't have one.
Did y'all peep that they actually named the other movie in Spider-Man? When he said something about Nick Fury.
oh yeah, he said Nick Fury's out of space. He's been out of space for a whole year.
You know why, right?
Because Secret Wars. Secret Invasion. Yeah, we knew about that one. Yeah.
But that's the thing. So again, you have him over here.
Mhm.
So who's been on Earth fighting this whole time?
Scrolls. And that's the thing.
Yeah. No, we knew he
That's
was a
where Spider-Man.
Skrull.
Hey, that's what. Okay, that's why I'm mentioning. That's where we're gonna see Spider-Man again. In
No,
Secret Invasion.
so here's the thing. We've known for a while
that Scrolls were gonna be here.
that
That they was already here.
They were already here.
They're already here.
they showed that in Far From Home.
Far From Home, Captain Marvel. all of it.
Spider-Man never actually interacted with Nick Fury.
Nope.
So for all we know, now what I'm more curious about is how far back it goes.
Right. Does it go to 90s, the 80s, the 70s?
No, it won't be that far.
That won't be that far.
It won't be that far.
Or could it be? Because since I got damage and everything else, even when you had Civil War, all the stuff that's happening, because even as a Skull, no, I would say after the Civil War. The reason why I say that, even when he got shot up and everything else, he would show some kind of blood difference when he got shot up.
Well-
Not Civil War, Captain America.
Winter Soldier. I thought he
No, then when he was he got shot up,
got shot up.
and he was laying there.
So you're saying since Winter Soldier, so that's about what, 15
So
years?
it could have happened afterwards.
So 15 years they've been on our
When he,
planet.
when he left, when he got
No.
left, they could have snatched him up. They could have snatched him up.
They could have just snatched them up because that's Nick Fury. We don't know what that Nick Fury was at the end of the post credits of that. He could still be tied up in a jail cell somewhere.
Huh?
I ain't seen nothing about the Joseph.
What
No,
are you
no,
talking
I'm saying like when he at the end of like Far From Home, like he would say, all right, we gotta rap, we gotta like do things.
No, that was actually Nick Fury.
Oh, I thought maybe like that was also.
No, that was how they showed you that the Nick Fury everyone's been talking to in the Spider-Man movie wasn't actually Nick Fury. It's because he's
Right.
been up in space
Right. Okay.
with the Skrull ship.
Okay. But there are going to be some evil Skrulls in this shit.
Now, me personally, I think it only goes as far back as Far From Home. I think anytime you've seen Nick Fury so far, it has been him up until that point. Because I think he's taking a vacation because he's probably, I mean, the Shield's no longer around. The dude hasn't vacationed in how fucking long.
He's doing galactic battling. So
now I am super excited for Secret Wars.
Oh, definitely.
You saw the
little
4-second teaser they showed on Disney Plus Day.
Head and shit.
I love how much longer they made his beard.
But again, like I said, it's gonna
Great,
be great.
man.
It's gonna be a great shit. But again, like you said, it's what they're gonna do next. And like you said, they keep touching on these outer beings and everything else that's in the MCU. I'm just waiting for the mutants.
So, and this is going to be another complaint I have with this movie, and I have this complaint honestly with the end of almost every Spider-Man movie in the MCU. They don't do anything to actually push the MCU further. Right? So, the Eternals, regardless on what you feel about the movie itself, I loved it. I know why people didn't. The post-credit scenes still set up the future of the MCU, whether it was Blade talking to the Black Knight,
and then Thanos.
or Thanos' brother showing up, whoever the fuck he is. I don't remember what his name is. Eros? I think it's Eros.
I know he's on.
It's like a Nintendo 64 name, actually.
But he shows up, and you know that that's leading somewhere.
Right.
So with this,
nowhere.
with this, we kind of like get this idea that the Venom symbiote's at least in the MCU now. But again, Tom wants to take a break. It's probably gonna be 3-4 years before that materializes into anything. And then the other one's just a trailer for a movie that comes out in May, which.
Well, at one point it was coming.
But it's not really setting up the future of the MCU. It's just kind of like, hey, here's the next movie that's coming out.
Right. If anybody wants to watch it.
Well, again, like you said, just talking about what you said. Eternals and everybody else are speaking about the universe itself. And like I said, when you speak about Spider-Man, they only concentrate on that individual. They really are. They just only concentrate on his story. And he's only part of the other ones because he's just that small part. But when they have his own movie, they're not pushing the MCU. They trying to push his story. That's basically it. But when they had the Avengers, that's pushing the rest of the MCU because that means it's all a little coming together. Thor, still part of the whole first 7, as I like to call it, first 7.
Right.
They still pushes them forward. Let you know, even with the Guardians of the Galaxy,
still push.
They pushed the whole universe. They said, "All right, Adam, I'm waiting for that to come out. I'm waiting for that to be nice."
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm like you. I'm waiting for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 after this bitch.
I don't know.
Warlock, look, he gets it.
So
look at his face. He's like, "What the fuck you mean? You wait, what?" He said, "What?" The look he gave is priceless.
So
that's the look he gave when they say acrylic.
Now here's the thing. I'm excited for Guardians 3.
Yes.
In the way that Guardians 2 I feel was far superior to Guardians 1, in my opinion.
Right.
Because I actually felt like Star-Lord had an actual story.
Yeah.
Whereas the first movie was just a jumbled mess of people that I didn't give a fuck about doing things that I didn't give a fuck about.
Again, we already know why. It's just an introduction of the character.
It's because it's Chris Pratt, too. So...
he just don't like Chris Pratt. Yeah, he don't like Chris Pratt.
Okay, there we go.
No, I don't like Chris Pratt.
Yeah, he don't like Chris Pratt.
And I don't like the Guardians as a team. It's like, hey, we're a bunch of people that don't get along, but somehow, some way we become a brotherhood. Get the fuck out of here.
Still was better than this.
But the bad part is, when the Guardians of the Galaxy first came out, they was actually the Guardians of the Stones.
Right.
Everybody had their own stone. That was, I kind of like, don't like the MCU.
Well, and they also
and
they did, to my understanding, from what I've read, they did to Star-Lord as a character what they have done now to Thor, and made him more of a comedic joke than somebody I can take serious. Because Star-Lord in the comics was actually a badass.
Right.
Okay. Not Drax level badass.
No.
But human level badass. Whereas now he's just kind of like this joke character that I can't take serious, especially having Chris Pratt acting in that role.
That's exactly why. I think that's why. Because you said.
But it's because people want comedy. They don't want comic.
Where have you seen him do anything serious?
Seriously. Right. Because last time we saw him do a Parks and Recreation with.
I don't know because I don't watch other things he's in. Parks and Recreation, I think, is where I developed my dislike for him because I didn't think it was funny even in the slightest.
I didn't like him.
But I stayed away from the Jurassic movies because I was like, no.
Well, you see, if you watch one, you probably would love this part where he get his face smashed in by the keyboard. You probably
That
love
shit.
part.
Probably.
You probably would, especially
Right.
again.
Because your hatred towards him, or not hatred, but dislike towards him, you'd be like, yo, that's funny shit.
That's the
Bam.
That's what dislike.
Right,
Also,
right,
in the
right,
first
right,
movie,
dislike.
in the first Guardians movie, and we've had this discussion.
Yeah.
Gamora's supposed to be the baddest woman
Female
in the
Right,
universe,
she's supposed to be that.
and she's a
that
bitch. In the first movie, there's no way Star-Lord should have ever had any kind of upper hand in any way, shape, or form in that first meeting that they fucking had.
To
She
be
should have
fair,
whooped
he's-
his
Wait,
motherfucking
okay,
ass.
Okay, I got a better question for you. And it's any movie that we watch. If I'm from Earth, right, and I go to different universes, how the hell am I speaking your language?
Also true.
I mean, obviously, to be
Gamora,
fair,
it's everywhere. Literally, I see this too. They said Thanos adopted her
right,
just to sacrifice her
right,
for the stone.
for the stone. She shouldn't. They both should be speaking languages. Like,
It's different because again,
different language.
well, I guess that he had his helmet allowed him to speak different language because it translates.
Right, he's able to catch.
But you
whatever
didn't
they're saying.
have it. You got Groot, you got Rocket, and literally you walking around on this universes.
Now,
How you breathing?
so
Right.
right.
They're
So-
sayings. They're sayings, bro. I told you.
So now, before we digress too much further, so back to Spider-Man.
No,
Here's gonna be something else that bothers the shit out of me.
Uh-huh.
Is okay. So everyone forgot who Peter Parker was, right? And yeah, you can easily write this off as maybe he remembered to go back and do something about it. But you're gonna tell me, look, forgetting about somebody and somebody being erased are two different things. The spell was so everyone forgot who he was. There's no way with everything that happened, he remembered that there was a mural in his fucking high school that was Peter Parker as Spider-Man being welcomed back into the fucking high school.
Unless it got like changed, like how Venom did, like maybe that spell like went in Ross and like now they're like normal pictures now.
No, because then you're implying, so they left the universe and went other places. They went back to their universes.
Right.
Right? This mural wasn't made
It was in the high
from
school.
other universes. It was in his high school. And I'm sorry. Again, with everything that's happened, Aunt May just died, and this shit, there is no way Peter Parker went, they've got that mural in my old high school. I should probably go back and take that out of there.
Because it's probably not there no more. It's probably gone.
Nope. We don't.
Where would it go?
No. Because think about it. So many things that happened. When he jumped over and swinged off, we don't know what happened.
Yeah, we don't know. He probably snatched.
Same way you asked where he get the box from with all
Right.
that stuff in it.
How you know he got more boxes like literally with all the shit in it?
The box thing actually makes sense to me. Again, because everybody, I feel like everybody's feeling like people forgetting about Spider-Man means his life has been erased, but it hasn't been erased.
No.
Everyone's memory of him has been erased. His stuff is still in the same bedroom where he lived. It didn't just disappear. It's still sitting in there.
It didn't like get altered or anything.
No.
No.
Because it wasn't a physical altering spell, it was a mental one. It's like if the spell went off right now and it was like nobody's gonna remember who Depraved is right now,
Right.
you wouldn't just magically disappear.
Right.
You would sit here and go, who the fuck are you and where the fuck am I?
Right.
Or I got a way to counter that right now. So when you look at it, say you could be the hero. They could have used a picture as an example, saying you can be Spider-Man.
True.
Right.
Like
Had that-
Spider-Man into the universe. Like anybody can be Spider-Man.
Yeah, they had that as an example because it's inside of the case itself.
Right.
Now, like you said, they forget who's Peter Parker.
Right.
Which they wouldn't have known who he was personally.
Yeah, because again, it just pictures, it just something up there. Well, who's this dude? Who's
Like,
this?
who's this motherfucker?
Like, it's just saying you can be Spider-Man.
Right.
That's all it is.
But yeah, so he probably went back to Aunt May's. Because I mean, she's dead. She's not going to not tell him
The
not to
building's
come in.
already fucked up, so you went up in there and grabbed some stuff.
Right.
You just go into your bedroom, grab your shit, put it in a box, the stuff that you want to keep. Because those pictures were pictures of him and Aunt May.
Yeah, and again, it was already taped off. Because the building got fucked and destroyed.
Right.
You swing right on up there, grab your box and stuff like that, and you go with your business.
I also like how he actually has the police shit and all that. Like, that's
I
That,
also-
that was that nostalgic moment
That
from
was
the
a
first movie. They had a
That's
shit ass apartment.
Yeah,
All
shit.
different
And bro, we
things.
was like, yo, is that the apartment? He
So
was
it's funny.
in?
It actually looks exactly
Yeah.
like
It
the apartment.
scared the shit out of me, but I was in it. I was all for it.
I was waiting for dude to pop in and go,
That
where's
was the same thing
where's
too.
my rent money?
It's not the same thing.
It scared the shit, but I was in it, and I was waiting for the dude to pop out. I was like, yo, rent
But,
bed on
but
time.
the thing is, think
But-
about when Toby came out, his movie came out. The Salesforce wasn't even that advanced like that.
They did kind of pay homage to that too, because the dude was like, rent's due on the first, don't be late.
Don't be late. I'll
And
do it when
I
you fix this
literally-
damn door. And look,
I literally
I was at the
thought
door.
that
What's
was
the
gonna be
fuck?
it. It was raggedy. It had the great scene.
Maybe Peter will actually date his daughter.
See, he'll get the daughter's gonna be Gwen Stacy.
No, the daughter's still gonna be that Russian or whatever she was. Awkward ass. You want some cookies?
Some cookies and milk. Oh yeah, sure.
Want me to bake you some cake?
Especially when he was in Spider-Man 3.
Go make me some nuts.
Right. Hey, Spider-Man 3. Hey, he turned Chad real quick in Spider-Man 3.
Like the suit gave him some confidence.
Right. He said, "Oh, get some of that too." Like, damn, I thought that was gonna go get more shit.
And the fact that like Stacy was in the second movie, and at least you had Gwen in the beginning of Garfield's.
Right.
Gwen didn't exist until the second movie the third movie.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
So, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Oh,
I wasn't cutting you
no, I
off.
was gonna say, especially when they said an Avengers. Yeah, that's great. What the heck is that? Is that a band? It's like, okay, so, it almost got me. I said, wait a minute. So they have Avengers in their own universe. I never bothered explaining, and then that's what it brought me back. Like, they don't know what the hell he's even talking about.
All right, so I'm switching screens. Eventually, whenever it actually switches screens.
It just gets lag.
Yeah, it gets really bad lag for a moment, and then there we go. All right. So as you can see, where we got our tiers here, combined, it's going to go into S tier.
Yeah.
I was the only one that gave it because he had 9.5. Mine's a 9. It's going to average at least at a 9.5-ish area, which automatically pushes it up to 10.
So you got yours.
So it does get put in S rank, and so far Spider-Man still has the only movies in S rank.
Ain't that some shit? Spider-Man has the S rank.
But see,
But that's what it is, though.
it's one of those things where Spider-Man's either done completely right or completely wrong, and I mean that in terms of his entire universe. Because again, the first two Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, fan-fucking-tastic, solid. Third one, absolute dumpster trash. Amazing Spider-Man 1 was probably solid, better than the second one. And then the second one was kind of meh, kind of shitty. And then
Spider-Man 3.
Now, I mean, Marvel hasn't, in my opinion, MCU hasn't slipped up in any movie. That's just me. There's some I like less than others, obviously.
But all three ones were good.
But not because, again, just think about it. I go by budget and what you're only limited to do.
Right.
Marvel Universe don't have that. They have a bottomless pit. So you actually go.
That's what they can go get.
You know what my favorite
characters.
thing about this movie was? We actually got to see what it would look like with Toby actually web slinging and not looking goofy. None of that weird, silly, like, do you remember, what was it, Spider-Man 1?
Yeah.
When he does that weird fucking up and away fucking web swing.
Right. He actually was, it's very fluid with him. Like, he said, like, breathing. It's natural.
But again, he has years of experience compared to the other two.
I'm sorry.
He really does.
Are you gonna come dressed like a church, like a youth pastor? Or?
But again, like I said, he's been there long enough to know that I'm not in my universe. Let me take this suit off and go ahead and walk around. Garfield still had the suit on.
Yeah, Garfield is still inexperienced. You would think by years, like, what the fuck?
Well, you guys, it depends too.
So where he's at. So.
Garfield, when he got pulled from his dimension, was probably still out trying to find bad guys.
Oh, wait a minute. You said that you made the point. It wasn't his dimension. He said, find Peter.
No. I'm saying when he got pulled out of his dimension and put on our Earth, he was probably still
doing what he was
dressed up as Spider-Man. Because even Tobey's Spider-Man, he even said he kind of cut back on the whole Spider-Man thing. So he always had his outfit on, because I don't think he went and found clothes. I think he was probably brought over in what he was wearing and still had his suit on underneath and was like...
Oh, like he would do it in the
right.
He would take off the movie.
Because, I mean, they all wear their costumes underneath their suits. Right. It's just Andrew Garfield was probably pulled when he was actively out web slinging, doing what he was doing, where Peter was honestly probably walking with Mary Jane and got sucked out of wherever the fuck he was at.
Yeah, okay, where he was at.
Yo, did you like how they both attacked each other too? He went, they both did the same flip. They did a flip. Hey, there's your flip. Do a flip. They both did a flip.
And did the flip. And then Peter showed it. Said, what? Did it come out your arm? Did you get the cobweb? Did it come out your arm? Right. It's like, yeah.
They were like, who is this? They both attack each other.
It reminded me of the old TV show in Highlander. They sensed each other. It was like, boom, and then you go.
I like Highlander. That's a good show.
But yeah, solid fucking movie.
Yeah, yeah. We're probably gonna watch this.
If you're watching, well, we know you're going to go watch. You already got tickets for Christmas.
That too, and Matrix 4.
I'll be watching it.
But yeah, so again, super good movie.
What was your favorite part of the whole movie? If you had to take something away, what was your moment?
my moment. This is gonna sound extremely unimportant.
Go ahead.
Was Matt Murdock.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, mine would be when Ned said, "Peter, huh? Parker, huh?" When they all three just like acknowledged
The
it.
comedy part.
They acknowledged
Peter, yeah.
it. Like they acknowledged, yeah, huh?
Peter Parker.
What?
We're all Peter Parker.
Peter Parker. It's the computer. Dude's over there. Because he didn't. And then when he gave that explanation, he said, "I am so sorry. I will not be your best friend or your arch enemy and try to kill you." I'm like, oh God.
Doctor Strange actually saying shit might have also ranked up there.
Yeah, because he said crap in the trailer.
Yeah, in the trailer he said the Scooby-Doo crap. No, that's not what he said.
No,
That's not
what he really said.
But you can't say shit in the trailer.
Mine was the moment. Top, like I told you, top of the
Statue of Liberty. When they all land on a different...
and then everybody had.
Oh, when they all took that jump.
Everybody had their different pose. Literally.
Different
pose.
And you see that back kick? I said, "Ooh, there it is." That's where you saw the kick.
That part was really cool too, though, because they all landed and then posed and then all swung off in weird fucking angles.
And then they grabbed each other to the top. Yeah,
Right.
that was great.
He said, "I'm the only that's been in the team. I am Spider-Man 1. I'm the only that knows how to do a team here."
That was my favorite moment. My favorite thing overall about the movie was Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx to me
We will all have to agree.
was the star of this movie.
Because he was just like obsessed with this.
He
world.
came out, and again,
Electrifying.
it's just solid proof of the difference of direction and writing and everything. You watch Amazing Spider-Man 2, and again, I enjoyed Amazing Spider-Man 2. It is kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I understand it's bad, but I enjoy it. And
They even hit
just
him.
seeing the difference of Jamie Foxx being, and they even mention it in the
He
movie.
said it too. Right. He
He's
said,
like,
"Oh, you guys are gonna see me now." Like with this, everybody
he's like, oh, you know, you look different without that little comb over and the right.
Oh my God, that was fucking.
So he went from this timid character that kind of, and the one thing they kept about him from Amazing Spider-Man 2 was his desire to rule and his anger just towards people and just wanting to take people out. And they pulled that over and amplified it, and he took that role and fucking ran with it.
Especially he
Or flew with it. And dude, his design choice, they didn't go Ultimate Universe, but they didn't go quite as corny, even though I love the green and yellow outfit in the
Bro, he
comics.
took that arc reactor.
But-
he took the arc reactor itself.
But like anytime he was using his power, the bolt appeared in front of his face that made it look like the old school costume, and they just did
He's like, "You like
so
my design?"
much to make him so much better. Where everybody else just kind of was themselves.
He was a badass.
So, the only other character that really, really changed their look was Goblin.
Yeah,
Everyone else
that
just
whole
pretty
fight
much
scene
was
in that
him.
apartment, bro. He was giving him the ones. He was slamming him in the ground.
Strength. I love that he shows his strength.
Right, because he had strength.
Again,
Goblin had strength. Man.
No, it wasn't strength.
They never showed that strength in the
Really?
in the first
I
Spider-Man
thought they
movie.
showed that.
No.
Okay.
The
No.
difference between this one and that one is the restraint. He
Ah.
had no restraint.
Right, because he was throwing him off the balcony, slamming him.
Because realistically, it wasn't Osborn who was fighting him. It was the true Goblin.
Right.
That really was fighting. He said, "You're not going to change. You're not going to do nothing."
Right, he
to
said,
me."
"I saw
And
that
he
weak,
really
pathetic
was
man,
fighting
like,
the
damn.
hell out of him.
He
And it was
threw him
beautiful
like
how-
underneath
it
the
really
walls.
was beautiful how he was beating the hell out of him. I mean, look, and this is what I don't get either. You had spider senses that actually let you know when things are coming, punches and all. How you get tagged?
Because his Spider is still new to him. Remember, he started locking that shit literally in No Way Home or Far From Home. He just now. I mean, the Tingles came like
No.
Like
Take
during
that-
Infinity
take-
War.
Take that suit out of the way. No, I'm talking about something that's literally genetically connected to you.
No, I'm saying Infinity War when his hair stuck up and he saw a little thing. That's the only time he actually.
So I think one of the things that we see that's different about Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and it kind of makes him more akin to the comics. If you remember in the comics, he didn't realize he had that spider sense at first.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're actually seeing him develop that.
Right. But now, as we move forward,
and learning to trust it more and more, because
Right.
he really learned how to trust it in Far From Home,
Far From Home. Right.
because he was even told, like, you have this sense, use it.
Right.
And that's how he was able to beat Mysterio.
Right.
Now, in this one, we're actually seeing him truly embrace it.
And now, I mean,
Because that scene when he's sitting there working and all of a sudden he looks up and everybody's like, Peter, are you okay? And he walks out and he looks at all the villains that are in the room.
He said, where's Aunt May at?
And he's like pinpointing where it's coming from. Then all of a sudden he webs Goblin's arm.
And Goblin's like, that's a neat little trick.
And he's like, oh, that's a neat little trick. You know, you got me.
Right.
The whole smile came out. The whole.
Right.
But then. To make him even look kind of goofy when he just yanked his arm off of the wall like it wasn't shit.
Yep.
And he was like, okay, and then proceeded to just be the badass that Goblin actually is.
They're going through like floors, bro. Holy shit.
And then my last little complaint again, I do feel like Toby kind of felt out of place, compared to everyone. I feel like he might not have wanted to be in the movie, but he was like, the story sounds good, I'll do it.
Maybe they're gonna promise.
You're paying me probably buku millions of dollars just to show up for 30 minutes.
They might try to want to bring him back for another Spider-Man.
Because again, like you said,
he doesn't want to be Spider-Man.
When you watch it again, like you said, when you watch it, wow, he served his purpose as the elder Peter. He's the Peter.
Toby doesn't want to act.
He want to be a dad.
He wants to be a dad.
Oh shit.
He's actually said that. When was the last time you seen him in a movie? Probably Seabiscuit, which was his only movie after Spider-Man.
I thought the other one with the brother.
No, he did the brothers, and then he did a TV. He did a TV show on like AMC, and that was like the last time.
He hadn't really done shit.
So he's want to be a dad.
Okay.
He made his Spider-Man money, and then was like, I want to sit back and raise my kids.
Yeah, if you still got Spider-Man money left over, and now you got this too. Hey, he really gets.
That's why I said the only one you could ever probably see come back again, unless they decide to pay Toby another shit ton of money in another 10 years. To come back in some sort of weird thing.
Right.
I could see them pulling Andrew into Sony's little Spider-Verse that they're building.
Yeah.
I wish
funny
they would.
thing is, we had the two short Spider-Man, this tall motherfucker.
Right. They both short, and he's like my height.
Sitting there like, what?
Andrew Garfield did this. I'm like, bro, the height, bro. Chad
Well,
is
the thing in the comics though, he wasn't short or tall. He was kind of medium height, and I feel like that's the one thing.
Garfield was like 6'1" though.
Compared to the rest of the heroes. No, Spider-Man is about 5'9".
About 5'9".
Yeah, Spider-Man's like 5'9", 5'10". At most.
It's like with Garfield though, his
Garfield's like 6'1", so he's a little too tall. But then both Tom and Toby are kind of on the short side, so he's like they've never got the height right, but they're going for that.
I take offense to short people. Like, what the hell?
I know it sounds like you talking about short person.
I have nothing against short people. Did you see that woman?
She don't count.
She's an Among Us character.
Oh god.
I'm just saying you're talking.
I'm actually technically average height for a guy.
Be like 5'9".
5'9".
5'9", yeah. I guess I'm abnormal as fuck because I'm 6'.
No, you're just tall. You're a big dude.
Right. In my head on everything.
I would cross the street to avoid you, not because you're black.
You know what? You're like the 10th person that said that to me. I'm a nice person. Like, no, I'm gonna shoot first, ask questions later.
No, actually, I don't cross the street for people.
Like,
I almost got jumped from a gang for it until one of the members knew who I was.
Oh god.
And they were like, "Yo, let's Nick, don't fuck with him."
Oh god.
Like I was taking off clothes and shit. I was getting ready for it. I was like, I'm gonna fight all of them and probably get my ass beat. I'm gonna take one of them with me, damn it.
Yep.
But when they got close, because I knew they were gonna come fight me because they were like, "Oh, we're about to whoop this kid's ass."
Oh god.
And all of a sudden, I was like, "No, that's Nick. He's cool. Leave him alone." And I looked at him and I was like, "Dude, don't let your mom know you're out here doing this stupid shit." And he's like, "Oh, dude, don't say shit to my mom." I was like, "Really? I just made you look stupid in front of all your fucking okay."
Oh god. Like the worst one I got, somebody said, "Man, I'm gonna punch you in the stomach or something." I said, "What? Like I'm a nice person. I mean, sure I break shit.
Ralph's a great person.
I'm a great person
until you take him out in public."
I mean, I was gonna kick that door at the burger joint. I said, "That's maybe you got door, sir." I was like, "Hey, yo, we hungry." None of defense that shit.
Anyways,
we hungry.
Great movie. I should probably switch off of this view.
I know, yeah, we've been on the view for like
you guys have been seeing us super tiny this whole fucking time.
We've been rambling and it's talking about.
It's worth it.
Great fucking movie.
Watch it.
Go watch it. Even with all the stupid complaints you heard me, it's still a fucking 9. Easy.
It's watchable, man.
And it's 100% setting up. Like the trailer, they repeat even the lines Doctor Strange said to Spider-Man in the trailer for Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Like this is setting up the Doctor Strange movie. You don't want to miss this movie. If you've made it this far, you've probably seen the movie through our conversation.
He's like, bro, I've seen it like 3 times. Like, damn, all right.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
I'll be watching it
illegally.
Yep.
And yeah, so I guess we're out. Don't forget, later this week, the comic episode's coming out. And then next week, or you're also going to get the Hawkeye episode.
Yeah.
Probably today.
Today.
Depending on when I drop this. What time is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's 10:30 tomorrow, because I plan on putting this up as soon as we're done.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see you all next week, or later this week. Excelsior.
Excelsior. We outie. Bye-bye. Go watch Spider-Man. And Matrix 4. Watch that too.
Don't watch that shit.